Get presents. Perhaps he'll get a new purse when he's out there. And the reports from Stuart and the team in Russia will be on Northern Life in 2 weeks' time. Well, that's it for part one tonight. After the break, it's Carmen the Garden. I'm tempted to say Maud.
Mind well that when in danger thou shalt be, und thy's gaze and adore.
And we feature the outdoor opera.
Mind well that when in danger thou shalt be, und thy's gaze and adore.
Incidentally, despite Diggie's advice, I did back Lucky Frosty at Newmarket on Saturday. I should have listened to him. Now, Covent Garden, Paris, Rome, the Sydney Opera House and many other world-famous venues have provided the stage for the music of Carmen. But yesterday, the opera was performed in a very different setting. Musicians, singers and dancers performed Bizet's classic in the front lawn of a farmhouse in rural North Yorkshire.
Whitehead Farm in the village of East Cowton was the setting. People came from miles around, paid their £5 a head, bought a drink at the bar and settled down on the lawn for a picnic, waiting for the production by the Leeds Youth Opera Society to begin. The farm and the lawn are owned by George Reed, and for him, yesterday was the culmination of a dream.
I've always thought it would be rather a nice idea to have Carmen here, due to the fact that the house does lend itself. And I've always been very fond of opera. I have a box at Leeds the season, and every season. I've been going there for a lot of years now. And so we thought it would be rather nice to bring one of the operas from Leeds here.
Did you have any bother persuading them?
No, not at all. They thought it was an excellent idea.
For the participants, the setting was very different. They'd been performing Carmen on stage in Leeds all week, and the man who had to mastermind the switch to a country open-air setting with just one morning to rehearse was director Jonathan Clift.
It isn't often that you get to set an opera, a grand opera, in a farmyard. Well, it isn't really a farmyard, but in a country setting like this, no, it is most unusual for me.
Now then, is it difficult?
It's not difficult, it's impossible. No, that's not fair. It's because we've been performing in Leeds all week, they're used to it. The singers know their roles inside out, so they basically can cope with anything. But it is difficult to suddenly go outdoors, to be coping with things like the sun, the heat.
What about the acoustics?
The acoustics are not easy. Fortunately, there are a lot of buildings, so the sound is bouncing off the buildings. I'm hoping that not too many people will go past in cars during the afternoon, and please God, Concorde doesn't fly over or RAF Leeming decide to do a few tests.
What sort of support have you had from the community to buy tickets and things for it, for example?
Very good, really. I'm absolutely amazed. A lot of people that haven't actually been to opera before said they will support me, and again, it's very satisfying.
One final point. I mean, it does look a perfect setting.
Yes, it does. Let's hope it is.
And you couldn't have a better stage,
no,
really.
No, not a better stage and not a better day for it. It'll be delightful.
The youngsters took the switch of venue in their stride, and for one sunny summer afternoon, the village of East Cowton was filled with the music of Carmen.
Fight today, take him away. Fremd them von nothing caring. Now they clamor till the combat start. Now the moment comes for strength and daring. It's the hour for men of heart. Come on, take care. Come on, take care. Toreador on God now. Toreador, Toreador.
Stuart's been joining in. It's curdled me water. That's it. I'm going for a cooling orange juice. He's staying for Crime Stoppers. Good night.
Good night.
And true love waits for thee, Toreador. And true love waits for thee. Toreador, Suddenly the crowd is silent, the sign is given, begins the battle now. No longer shout a cry, fighter grows every eye. On board in the arena comes the ball from Toril, rushing round, his horns are aiming. A horse has fallen, dragging down a picador. Above Toro, all are exclaiming. On one goes the ball, now here, now there, striking once more. And then tormented by the banderilleros, with fury blind he runs, the circus streams his score. Now look out, quickly vault the palisada. It's your turn, brave Matador. Come on, take care, come on.